Hey guys, what do I have on my shirt? Is this a normal pin or is it a camera? I'm going to get into this today. It's going to talk about this Conbrov super secret covert spy camera. But before we get into that, as always, smash the subscribe button, smash it hard, smash it good, and keep coming back. So yeah, in today's world, we have a lot of things we want to keep an eye on. We have a world where people are constantly recording things on their phones, recording things on cameras, hidden cameras, this or that. You have a world of people who are accusing people of things, saying they did something to them. Maybe at your job, you have a world of, all kinds. Maybe the police is bothering you. You want to be able to record them and catch them in action without them knowing that you're recording them because they maybe want to catch their true behavior. Could be a lot of reasons. Maybe you just want to record things for fun and maybe you want to go to a party and just record people and catch them doing gags, or maybe catch them drunk without them knowing it and show it to them later as a gag. Could be a lot of reasons you want to have a camera that's covert. And I think it's a good idea to have one for reasons I just said. Like for me, I think it's good because you can record things and go covertly. You can always have access to it. Push a button, hit the record button, record people. Maybe you're in an environment where somebody might say, you may be around people at work or another environment, and somebody could say, oh, you did something, or they could accuse you of something, or they say you did something to them, or he touched me, he looked at me funny, or something. You always have this just in case. Could be a situation like that. Could be a situation, like I said, the cops bother you. I think it's always good to have one because you just never know nowadays. With the way the world works, I think it's always good to have a camera on hand for fun, for security, to protect yourself, for the security in your mind that you always have one just in case something goes wrong. Maybe you catch a violent scene or a violent act or something, and you can just easily push that button and hit the record, and you could record while you call the cops or whatever you need to do. So the way this thing works here is called Conbrov. Found it on Amazon. It was about 45 bucks. I was like, it was a good guy looking around for a hidden camera. I saw one I was going to get. It was one of the ones a cop used, one of these big ones. It's like 64 gig size capacity, but I wanted something that was more covert that I could use without it being so obvious. And they had the pins. Now this one, of course, is slightly, when you take it out, you realize it's not a pin. It looks probably more like a big fat marker when you have it out like this, but you're not going to actually use it this way. But this is what it looks like. And you take the bottom out, you see a USB slot. But the way this works is you have a micro SD slot on the side. It holds up to 32 gigs. Now this one I like better than the other ones I saw. There's these small ones that work like a pin and look exactly like a pin. But those ones don't record. The only ones I've seen only record a short time. This one records up to 5 hours. And you also you can, of course, recharge it. And it's HD. This one you have HD and low res. You have L and HD. The L is a low res. This is 720 HD. It records sound. Now, when you do buy these, keep in mind, as far as I know, because of legal reasons, you cannot have a covert camera with sound that can be sold with the sound enabled. So you have to update and get the firmware update. So when you buy it on Amazon, it's not going to have any sound. It's just going to have video. So you have to contact them and get the firmware update. The sound does work. I have it. But the quality is very nice. And it's not going to be as good as a high-end, super, mega, big, fancy movie camera. But it records enough. It works well in low light conditions. One thing you want to keep in mind is when you're using it, I say get some with a pocket in it, because I tried putting it around my collar and holding it there, but it records up for some reason. And it looks, when you walk around that, it's going to record up towards the sky where you're not going to see anything. Record at your chest level, you're going to get the heads and generally what you want to see. Like I said, it works really well. When you push the button on this, you're going to get blue. You got to press and hold down the button, and you'll see it turn on. It'll flash blue if you're using HD, red if you're using the low, and it'll flash. And once it's flashing, it's recording. See, it's actually recording right now. I'm pointing it directly at the camera because you're going to point it where the clamp is, because that's where the camera is. The camera's in the front of it in a little hole. This way, it's not where the camera is. This is where my face is. And this is the other side. But when you put it in your pocket, you're going to see it just like this. I'm going to keep it in here. And I probably have a little mini camera recording at the bottom of it when I'm doing the review, so you can kind of see what it looks like. But that's pretty much it. Get up, you walk around with it. You're nice and covert. You're doing your thing. Talk to people. You can play gags on people. Maybe you want to have a survey and see how people react. Could be all kinds of fun reasons. I think they're pretty fun gadgets. And I said in a lot of situations, maybe you have an interview, maybe you have something, it's a good thing to do is in a class. You're in class, you want to record a lecture, they're great for that. You can just hold that sucker down. It records up to 5 hours, should get you through the whole day. You can always charge it in between classes or on break if you need to. It's good for that. You want to get a lecture down, you can do that. Or you want to get a lecture down and give it to your sick friend or something, or pass it around, or whatever you need to do, you can do it. And they're great devices to have. The possibilities are endless. Nowadays, like I said, The camera is good. Lots of stories going on. Lots of crazy things going on. I've had issues where people bothering me. I've had issues where you have people who are resentful who try to say you did something, or people can say you could have a customer accuse you of something. I've had customers say, oh, which I take photos with my business anyways. Customers say, oh, at something you did for them. You have a problem. I know people who do, property management or a landscape or repair type business where the customer says, oh, well, you broke this or you broke my window. They take pictures. Now you have a recording of things as well to make yourself extra secure. And I've always tried to double layer, triple layer my security just in case in regards to anything, because you just never know. 99% of the time you won't need something, but the time you do need it is the time you're going to be glad you had it. And that's what I find is good when it comes to recording things and securities and cameras. You're not going to need it 99% of the time. But the time you need it, even if you're a cop or something, which, I think it's good for them to have it to protect themselves, because a lot of cops are going against these body cams, but if you're a good cop, you're going to want one because somebody might try to sue you or accuse you of something. You got camera footage, you're fine. You're not going to need it 99% of the time, but the time you need it, you're going to be glad you had it. So I recommend you get one. Like I said, this one, good quality here. Records at the 5 hours, HD quality, records well in low light conditions. It's not going to look like the recording I'm doing off the camera to YouTube. It's going to be a bit more, HD is going to be a bit, the quality is not going to be quite that high, but it's covert, can't see it, and it gets the job done. So I recommend them. I recommend you get one. You have any questions for me? Let me know. And as always, like, subscribe, and transcend infinitely.